technique that I'll be sharing on how to create this WooCommerce website will save you hours and hours and hours of design because I use a WooCommerce theme. It has all the designs that you need ready for you. All you have to do is just add in all your information and your website is up and running super fast. The skills you're going to learn from this tutorial are going to allow you to build any type of WooCommerce website and also customize it as much as you want. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. A successful online store requires reliable hosting, and the hosting company I recommend is SiteGround. Using the link I've provided in the description below, you get 73% off. So let's click here on View Plans. Grow Big seems to be the most exciting one because you can have unlimited websites and you also get more web space. But if you want to go geek, you can also do that. You also have more web space and more monthly visitors. Let's go ahead and click on Get the Plan. So here are two options. Either you have a domain or you don't have a domain. So you can register with SiteGround or you can register with a separate company and then link them up together. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say I have a domain, and the one I'm going to use here as an example is a funnels to income. All right, so let's say that is the domain name I need to use. I'm going to click here on proceed. So this is the step where you have to enter your email address. So let's say this is my email address and password. Over here now, you need to enter your client information. So I'm in the UK, so I'm just going to add United Kingdom. But if you're in a different country, you can always click on this drop down and choose your country. Next, you want to add your first name and last name. You also want to add your city, your street address, and zip code, and finally the phone number. Now this information is very important because you need to verify it later. Now over here is your payment information. So this is where you enter your card number, your expiration date and year, and your CVV code. Now once all that is done, you're going to come over here to purchase information. This is going to give you a summary of your plan. So you can see here, this is the Go Big, and over here this is your discount. So instead of $19.99 per month, it goes down to $4.99 per month. Excellent. So once you're happy with that, you scroll all the way down to the bottom here and click on Pay Now. So once you pay, you're going to get an email sent to you, which has your email address, username and password to your SiteGround control panel. So we are going to have two control panels. One of them is SiteGround control panel and the other one is your website site panel, so which is WordPress. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how we can log in. All right, so I've logged into my SiteGround account. So I'm going to come over here to websites. So this is where you create your website. So let's create a brand new one. So I'm going to come over here to new website. So for this example, I'm going to go for temporary domain. So this is the temporary domain. I'm going to click on continue. And since we're starting a brand new site, I'm going to select start new website. And now I can choose WooCommerce plus WordPress. So I'm going to go ahead and select that. Enter your email address and password. So I'm going to go with this email and password. So this is my login to my website. So once I hit continue, this now is going to create my WordPress website, which also has WooCommerce installed. All right, so once your website has been installed, this is what it looks like. So let's go ahead and log in. So I'm going to go in and add WP-admin, hit enter my username and password. So this is the login into our WordPress admin dashboard. So the other one was into SiteGround dashboard. So these are the two dashboards I was talking about. All right, so let's continue. So now I'm going to click on login. And we can see here WooCommerce has been installed, which is great. The next step now is to install our page builder. And the one I recommend is Divi. The pricing is great. So as you can see, it's $89 per year and lifetime license is $249. So I already have an account. So I'm going to go in and log in and download Divi. So here I am. I'm going to click on download the Divi theme. Great. Next, I'm going to copy my API key so that I can get all the updates that I need when there are new updates for Divi and also access to their support. All right, so now I'm going to come to account, scroll all the way down to API keys, and I'm going to copy my API key, and I don't need this anymore, so I'm going to close here. Next, I'm going to come over here to my dashboard and install Divi. So I'm going to come over here, click on themes, add new, upload theme, and then I'm just going to drag and drop it here. So that's my theme right there. All I have to do now is to click install now, click on activate, Next, I'm going to add my API key. So I'm going to scroll all the way down here to Divi, click on theme options, and then I'm going to come all the way up here to updates, enter my username, and then paste my API key in here. Click on save changes, and we are good to go. All right, so the next step now is to install WooCrafter. Now, this is my theme, which has all the designs necessary for us to have an up and running shop as quickly as possible. It has our header, our footer, our product pages, all designed for us. In fact, let me show you what a basic product page would look like, and then show you what it looks like once I've installed WooCrafter theme. All right, so let's go ahead and add a product. So I'm going to come over here to media library. So I'm going to load up all my images in one go, because adding them all one by one is going to take me a long time. So now that I'm here in my media library, I'm going to click on add new, select files, and these are all the files in my downloads folder. So I'm going to click on the first one here, come all the way down to this one, and then click on open. Right, so all my images now are going to be added to my media library, which makes it easier for me to access them when I start adding all my products. Right, so it looks like all my products are added now onto my library here, so we're good to go. Now let's add our products. So I'm going to start with my first product. So I'm going to hover over here where it says products, click on add new. Next, I'm going to add my description text. And I'm also going to add a title, which I'm just going to copy from my dummy text in here, paste my title like that. And then I'm going to scroll all the way down here and select my product image. And we already have them in our media library. So I'm going to click on this tab, and let's start with the mice. So I'm going to start with this one here, click on set product image, give it a price. So this is going to be, let's say, $129, and let's give this 99. So it's on sale. All right, great. So that looks great. I'm going to hit publish. Now let's take a look at the product. So I'm going to click on view product, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, the layout here does not look very exciting. Ideally, we want a layout that really makes our shop look different and also really, really beautiful. So this is where the WooCrafter template comes in. All the details on how you can get it for free are all going to be included in the video description below. All right, so let's go ahead and install WooCrafter theme. So to do that, we're going to come all the way down here to dashboard. We're going to go to plugins, click on add new. Upload plugin. So I already went ahead and downloaded the plugin. So I'm going to click here on choose file, and I'm going to search for my WooCrafter theme. And here it is. I'm going to click on that, click on open, and then I'm going to click on install now. So now my WooCrafter template has been installed. All I have to do now is to click on activate plugin. And now it has been installed. It's all the way down here to the bottom. It says WooCrafter here. So now I'm going to click on that, and it's time now to install it. So I'm going to scroll all the way down here. So we have some options where it creates our posts for us, our pages. So I would leave all this as it is. It's very important you do that, because this is where all our designs are. So I'm going to scroll all the way down here. You can see WooCommerce here has been installed. So we have a check mark, and also Divi is installed. If you don't have Divi installed, this won't work. So you need to make sure that you have Divi installed for this theme to work. All right, so moving on, we have the customizer, and we can now just begin the import. Now, before I click on import, I want to show you why it's important to have this WooCrafter theme. So over here, you see we have our heading area here. It has not been designed, and over here our footer area is not been designed. This theme is going to design all these areas for us, including our blog post pages, our product pages, our checkout pages, and so on. All right, so this is what we have so far. Now let's go ahead and install. So I'm going to click here on begin site import. All right, so it looks like everything has been imported and we don't have any errors. That is fantastic. The next step now is to go in and delete the plugin because we don't need it anymore. So I'm going to come over here to installed plugins, deactivate, and delete. Click OK, and now we're good to go. Now remember, this is the page that we had earlier on. If I refresh this now, we should see a new refreshing design. So I'm going to hit refresh, and boom, look at that. Now we have a fresh new design which has all our demo products, which we can go in and update. Now remember, we added that mouse earlier on as a product, And here it is. If I click on this page, notice what happens. This page now looks really, really amazing. You can see here the design is totally different. When I scroll down here, you can see that all the layout here has been updated. We also have the ability to add a testimonial here. And when I scroll all the way down here, we have a beautiful footer, and we also have a beautiful header, which we can at any point go ahead and customize. All right, so now that we have the base of our online store website, let's go ahead now, start adding the products and also add all our categories. All right, so I'm going to go back over here, and then I'm going to come over here to my WooCommerce categories. So we have these categories pre-designed for us. So all you have to do is to either go in delete, or you can go in and add your categories that you want. So since my website is all about selling tech products, I'm going to start here with category 1. So I'm going to change this to keyboards. So you need to go into the slug as well and just add keyboards, and then click on update. Go back to categories. Go to your next category and give it a name. So I'm going to go to this one, uncategorized, and just give it a name. So this one here is going to be headphones, because ideally you don't want to have a category called uncategorized. It doesn't look very professional. All right, so we have our headphones here. I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to hit update. Okay, great. I'm going to go back to categories. So you need to continue doing this until you've added all your categories. So it's going to differ with your type of online store. So yours could be perhaps maybe a farm shop, and you can have different categories in there: eggs, maybe pork, beef, and so on. So this is what you need to do first, so that when we start adding all our products, we can identify them and add them into the right categories. All right, so all our categories have been added, and I've deleted the ones that I don't need. So pretty much we are good to go. So the next step now is to go in and start adding our products into our shop. So I know we have some dummy products in here. In fact, let me show you where they are. So if I click on all products, we are going to see all the products here. So this is the first one that I added in. So it's in the right category now. The next step now is to replace these products with our products. So another way to do this is to just delete all these and just start afresh. So it's up to you how you want to do it. So I'm going to go in and just replace these with the right content. So I'm going to click on edit. So my product here, let me just give it a name. So that's going to be my name of my product. It's going to be a computer. So once you've done that, you also want to come over here to edit and make sure that the extension here is right. Click OK. So now everything is going to be pointing to the right direction. Next, you want to come over here. So since this is a computer, I'm going to make sure I'm in the computers category, and then upload my image. So I'm going to come over here to my library. So what I'm going to add here is a computer. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one, set my product image. Okay, the price here is okay. I'm going to leave the price as it is. Now, the most important thing is to make sure you add this to the right category. So I'm going to uncheck this, and I'm going to go in and add it to my computers category. So once I've done that, I'm pretty much happy with all of this. I'm going to hit update. Now, let me take a look at my product. So I'm going to click on view product, and here it is. Beautiful. So at this point, you know how to add your products to your shop. So you need to continue to add all your products, make sure they're in the right categories. And so I'm going to go ahead now and add all my products that I need into my shop and show you how to further customize your online store. All right, so the next tip here is to show you how to add upsells to your product page. So the upsell works like this. So once you add your product here, when the visitor comes to your site, they will get also this option there, which says you may also like, and then this is the product. So by default, this does not show. So I want to show you now how to add this onto your site. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So over here, I'm on my products page. So let me go in and add a brand new product on my shop. So I'm going to click on add new. So this is going to be keyboard 2. I'm going to paste my information in here, add my price, add my product image. So the keyboard I'm going to go with is this one right here. Set my product image. So here is where it gets exciting. So this is where you want to come in and add your linked product. So I'm going to search here. So let me search for Lorem. So what I can add here is keyboard 1 as my upsell product. Click on In fact, over here as well, we need to add this to the category. So it's going to be in the keyboards category. Click on publish. Now, here's another thing. If you have stock in your shop, you can also activate that by coming over here to inventory, and you can say, all right, enable stock management, and you can enter your stock here. So let's say I have 200 of these. I can just enter it here. So since these are keyboards, I can just give this an identifier. So I'm going to say KB78 is my identifier for my keyboard for this type of keyboard. So once I've done that, I can now hit update. And let's take a look now at our product and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm going to click now on view product. So when I click on view, you're going to notice something very exciting here. When I scroll down, you can see it says 200 in stock over here. It also says 200 in stock here. And when I scroll further down, you notice that we also have an upsell, which is the keyboard that I just added in as an upsell. So this is pretty cool. You can start adding all the upsells to your products, and this is also going to generate some extra revenue for your online shop. All right, so the next step now is to customize our homepage. So at the moment, we see that we have this image here. This does not relate to our products that we have on our shop. So let's go ahead and customize this page. So I'm going to click on enable visual builder. Next, we're going to come over here to our hero image. I'm going to click on module settings. And this now has taken me into my full width header settings. So this is where you can adjust your title. So let's say this is your title. I'm just going to add just a few letters here so you can see it updating in real time. The same applies here for the description. This is where you would adjust your description. So if I add a word like that, you can see updating in real time. So that is where you need to go in and update that. Finally, we also have our button here. So I'm just going to add a bit of text, and you can see there it has updated as well. All right, so moving on, this is now the most important part, and that is the background. So this is where we can go in and change this image right here. So you want to change this to what works with your online shop. So if it's a farming website, you want to add an image that relates to that. So since this is a tech site, I'm going to delete this, click on this plus button, and I'm going to go to my media library now and look for my image that I can add in there. So I'm going to keep on scrolling. So I'm going to try different versions here. I'm going to start with this one here, with this lady with the camera, because it's tech related, and I think this looks beautiful. All right, so I'm going to go with that. But of course, you want to try different images. So let me click here and see what other image I could try. So here's another one. So let's try this one. Not really, because it's over here where the people are concentrated, so that doesn't look great with the text. So let's go ahead and choose another one. So this one here is just going to be, some happy women. Click upload, and this could work as well, but it doesn't really show that it's techie. That's the problem. So I want to go with the other one that I chose earlier on. So I'm going to go back, scroll all the way down, and select my image, upload an image, and then save. So that's the first part done. I have my image added. Now this has already been designed for you. That's pretty cool. When I scroll further down here, this is an area where we can add an image as well and a call to action. So I want to change this image and add something totally different. So I'm going to go in and change this image to another one. So the one I'm going to choose this time is this one. Upload an image. And boom, my image has been added and everything fits in place. So this is where you would add the messaging that goes with that call to action. So this could be maybe a 10% discount. And so you can just go in, click on that gear icon, and let me just add 10% like that. And you can see here it's been updated in real time. I'm going to save. Now, once you've added your text and your image, you also need to add your call to action on this button here, where they should go. So if I click here on module settings, this now is going to give us our button settings, and all you need to do is to come over here to your link and add your button URL. I'm going to add a blank one and click on save. Next, you want to come over here to these areas here, so you can go in and change all these icons to suit your needs. So I'm going to click on the first one and change it so you can see how easy it is to change. I want to come to image and icon, And over here, I'm going to try and search for icons that I can use. So for this one here, maybe it's about membership. So I'm going to add this one right here. I'm going to save that. So this could be become a member. This one here could be, something else. Just depends what you want to add. And let's say you want to change the color of this section over here. You can do that easily by clicking on your section settings and then clicking on background. And now you can change your color to whatever color you want. Okay, so I'm going to save that. Now let's continue on. We also have some images that we can add to this gallery. So to add our images to our gallery, let me show you how easily you can do that. So you can just click here on module settings. And as you can see, these are dummy images. These may not be the images that we want to add here since we have different products. So I'm going to delete this one here and let's click on this plus button so we can just add all the ones that we need. So I'm going to scroll all the way down and I can start selecting my products like that. And I may also need this one. I also need a mouse, keyboard, and so on. So I'm going to hit select. So this interface here is what we can use to customize all this. So I'm going to go in and delete the ones I don't need just by clicking on that. And you can see here it's updating, which is pretty cool. So once I'm happy with all my products, I'm going to hit save. And these are now my new products in my gallery. Moving on, we also have an email opt-in here. So you can change this image by coming over here. I'm going to go to my background, click on the third tab. And since this is all tech related, I'm going to delete this and choose something else that works for me. So I'm going to go with this one here, click upload an image, and that looks much better now. I'm going to hit save, save one more time, and we are good. Next, we have our latest news. So all this information here is coming from our blog. So this is automatically generated. So we don't really need to go in and fix that. Now, if you have any testimonials, this is where you'd come in and add all your testimonials. But if your shop is new, you don't have any testimonials, all you need to do is to disable this by coming over here to section settings, click on advanced, and then you want to come over here to visibility and disable on phone, tablet, and desktop. So it's very important you disable it because at the later stage, you may want to add testimonials. So if you disable it, it's not deleted. It just won't show on the front of the website, but it's there behind the scenes. All right, so now I have this. I'm going to hit save changes. I'm going to save the page. Now, the same applies here to your blog posts. If you don't have any blogs on your site, you can also go in and deactivate this by just coming in here and disabling, like how I've just done this a few moments ago. Right, so over here now, all the way to the top, we have a template that controls our header area. So if you're not a fan of the colors that I've used here, you can always go in and change those by coming over here to edit header template. Next, maybe this is the color that you may want to change here at the top. I'm going to go in here, go to background, and let's say we want to use a slightly darker color like that, or maybe even that. Just depends what color you want to go with. You can just hit save, and that has been updated across the whole website. So this is pretty cool. Now I can hit save, and my page has been updated with the latest things that I need. So I'm going to hit exit Visual Builder. And now let's scroll through our page and see what it looks like. And that looks pretty cool. So now if I click on, say, this product, we go to our product page. We have 64 in stock. And then I scroll down here, we also have our upsell product. So the next step now is to take a look at our blog page. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You may want to go in and customize this too. So to customize it, you need to go into our template. So I'm going to click here on dashboard. Next, I'm going to come all the way down here to Divi and then click on theme builder. And this is where you'd customize your blog page. So I'm going to click here on custom body. Right. So the first thing we may want to do here is to change the background color. So I'm going to come over here, go to my background, and I can change this to this color right here. I'm going to save. Now, everything else here is adjusted for you. So when you add new blog posts, this will be automatically updated, and this slider as well is going to be automatically updated. So now let me show you how to add your blog posts onto your website. So I'm going to close out of here, and come all the way to posts and then click on all posts. So this is going to show us the blog post that we have. So let's start with post 1. So I'm going to click on edit. So like we did before, with this now it's slightly different because we need to go in and make changes to our blog post in the actual default editor like this. In fact, you know what, to make it less confusing, let me just add a brand new one. So I'm going to click on add new to add a new blog post. I'm going to click on use default editor. I'm going to paste my content in here. And it's time now to add our title. So this is going to act as my title like that. Next, I'm going to add my featured image, which I can find over here. Click on set featured image. I'm going to scroll down and choose my image, set featured image, and then I can hit publish, publish one more time. Now, when I view the post, it is all designed for us ahead of time. So this is where this WooCrafter theme works really great. So you can see here, my hero area here is designed, and it even shows us our category here. And when I scroll down, it also has the previous and related posts. So this is how our blog post works, and it also has an email opt-in option here and also the commenting area. Now, let's say your blog post does not have any email opt-in. You can always go in and disable that if you don't need it. In fact, what I've done ahead of time for you is I have a mini course that shows you how to highly customize this theme. So you can always go ahead and once you get access to the theme, you will also get access to the mini course that shows you how to highly customize this. But pretty much everything that we need on our online store is basically there for us. Now, the next step is very, very important because I need to go in and delete any duplicate pages that I may have on my site. So what I'm going to do is to come all the way down here to pages, click on all pages. Right. So these pages here, I'm not sure why this is happening, but I seem to have some duplicate pages here. Now, let me show you what they look like. So if I open this cart page in a new tab, I'm just going to click on view in a new tab. And I'm also going to open this one here, which says cart Divi. I'm going to open this in a new tab. So this one here is the first one. So this is the one that is designed. Currently, there's nothing in our cart. So this is what it looks like. Now, the other one here, which says Divi, is the one that we don't want. So what we need to do is to go in and delete the ones that we don't want. So I'm going to select this cart page. There's also a checkout page, and I'm going to come all the way down here. The account page as well. We don't need this one. And then finally, we have our shop pages as well. So the one that we don't need is this one. So let's go ahead and do a bulk action and move to trash, apply, and I'm going to go to the trash and delete them completely, and then click apply. So all those pages are gone now. We don't need those pages because they're duplicates which don't have the actual design from the theme. All right, so now that we've got rid of the duplicate pages, the next step now is to go in and design our shop page. So I'm going to come over here now and go to the dashboard, click on menus, and I'm going to make sure that I add my shop page to the menu if it is not already there. And here it is. I'm going to hit save menu, and now I can visit my site and take a look at that page. All right, so I'm going to click here on shop, and this is our shop page. So to customize our shop page, we need to go to the theme builder. So let me show you how to do that. So over here, you want to go to your dashboard, which I'm going to open in a new tab so it's easier for us to work. And then come all the way down to Divi, click on theme builder, and I'm going to search for my shop. And here it is. I'm going to click on custom body. So all we need to change here, or the main thing that we need to change here, is this main image. So I'm going to click on this gear icon to go into my section settings, click on background, and then I'm going to come over here and click on this image and change this to a totally different image. So we can decide what image we need to add in here, whether we want to add, say, something like this. upload image. No, that doesn't look great because you can see it cuts pretty much majority of this information. So let's go back in here and let's add something like that, which has our products. I think that's a much better image. It's tech related and it also showing a lot of our products. So you sort of make sure that you choose an image that really works for you. So all I have to do now is to hit save, and the next step now is over here on the product categories. So if you want, you can change the background of this by coming over here to your row settings. So you want to go into the first column, click on background, and this is where we get this background color. So you can start changing the color like that. So maybe I want to go with this color right here. But if you have your own color, you can always go in and add your own colors by just adding your hexadecimal value in here. So I'm going to go with this, hit save, save one more time. And now my shop page has been updated. Now these products here are automatically added over here based on their categories. So you don't really need to go in and fix any of that. So now that everything is done, I'm going to close out of here and make sure you scroll all the way to the top and click on Save Changes. Next, let's take a look at cart pops. So let's say I add a product to my basket. Let me show you what happens. So if I click here on this plus button, I can view my product. And let's say I want to add to cart. I can just click on add to cart. And notice what happens. We have this pop-up that shows over here. Now this is pretty cool. I can quickly go in and add 2 products here. And you can see my total here is updated. If I have a discount code, I can just enter my discount code here and click on checkout now. So now this is my checkout page. I can go in and add my first name, last name, country or region. And if at any point I need to access my cart, I can just click here on this little icon on the bottom, and this will show my cart. And this can also add all your products to your checkout just like that. So this is pretty cool. So if you want to customize cart pops, all you need to do is to come over here to your dashboard and you want to scroll down to cart pops. So what's really cool about this is you can go in and customize all the colors. So over here, you can go to your color schemes and update all your colors. You can just start adding your primary colors and so on. And for the buttons here, you can just click on the buttons and change all your colors just by entering your hexadecimal value. Now, in my case, I'm pretty happy with the colors that I have, but just in case you may want to add your colors in there, you can go in and totally change that slide out item that comes in when you add a product to your shopping cart. Now let's go to the contact page and let me show you how to customize it. So you want to click on contact, and all you need to do here is to enter your address, your phone number, your opening hours if you do have any, and this is where you change your image, and pretty much that's all you need to do, and your shop is up and running really fast. Now I also have a course that teaches you how to work with Divi very effectively. It's called Divi Jumpstart. It has a discount. I'll leave a link to that in the video description as well. So guys, let me know what you think. This is how you set up your online store website. If you like this video, don't forget to hit a subscribe and also the bell notification. By doing so, you'll be notified when I release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.